Welcome to the Body and Soul Show, a show where we give you all the health tips that you need to stay healthy and on top of your game. I am Dr. Kemi Aweyemi, and again, you're welcome to the Body and Soul Show. I'm not alone, I have Dr. Foy.
The Professor Foy himself today. Every day is a new look. The Prof himself, the Prof Foy.
I hope this Prof title that you are so
no.
heavily holding on to, I hope you're ready to dish out and,
We don't use big language because we know what we give them in simple English. The Prof comes with modern lingua franca.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Great. Really great. Anyway, we have so much in store for you today. We have a new word for you. Every day we have our word for the day where we give you something new for you to take away. So when your doctor is just giving you, you have this or that, you know that, doctor, I know what you're saying. And then, of course, we have our 5 tips. If everyone actually should stay tuned to this show because you use the toilet. So you want to know the appropriate toilet care so that you can get rid of of all those infections and stay healthy. It's a bumper-packed show, and we are ready to give it to you. You will be informed, you'll be entertained.
Of course!
And you would live better than you met us.
Now, for the word of the day, guess the word of the day. It sounds like diarrhea, and it feels like rhinoceros. What's the word for today?
It sounds like diarrhea. It feels like...
No, it has the spelling of rhino something.
So it's rhinorrhea?
Yeah. The word for the day is rhinorrhea. Why are you nodding?
I'm just... this is how to nod.
The word for the day is rhinorrhea. And most people don't know what that word is. I know, because I remember one time I went out on the street and it was really interesting
finding out people's idea of
rhinorrhea.
what rhinorrhea is.
But rhinorrhea just means from the nose, a running nose, basically. A running nose. And it can be caused from different things, from flus, from cold. Once you have a running nose, catarrh is called rhinorrhea. Now, let me also add that most times it is not too good to put your hand in your nose. When you want to clean your nose, if possible, get a clean handkerchief or clean tissue and clean out. Some people, when they clean, they now twist the toilet roll and dig in. No, it is wrong.
Do you know why this is very amazing? I have a picture of you, a blackmail picture. You were digging your nose, actually.
No, but that's, why are you doing this? why are you doing this?
Okay, I was just kidding, calm down.
Because
Dr. Foy doesn't dig in.
No, I don't dig in.
We'll see after the show.
But then you need some mucor in your nose for protective reasons. So that when you breathe, you can trap in dust particles and all that. So it's good not to clean out your nose. It is so wrong. Thank you very much. Now, going on forward, we want to talk about the fingernails and health.
It's so important.
Yeah, very important. And it's amazing how the fingernails serve many things. Some people use it to peel. Some chicks use it to scratch and claw and all that. But then the fingernails can be amazing to your health. Now, first of all, we have the lanula. That's the moon side of the nail. We have the nail bed that nourishes the fingernail. And you can detect a lot of things with your fingernail. For example, finger clubbing.
Yeah.
Now,
in fact, there are so many diseases that the
fingers
would release. For example, a yellowish nail gives off something that may be related to a liver disease of some sort.
Or jaundice.
Yeah. When your nails, when you're trying to check for
your blood
capillary refill,
yes,
it also could tell that this person may be pale. So your fingers are so important.
I
never really understood how important the fingers were until I got into medical school. And they would say list 20 diseases that you can detect from your nails. And it would be an assignment. 20 diseases. In fact, during word round, they're like, okay, so it just keeps going around. By the time, like 5 people before you have listed all the common ones, you're like, okay, what should I say now?
But the fingernails can so from blood flow, from knowing. Should we
talk about paresthesia? How do you know that your fingers generally also give off the tingling and numb sensation that you feel? And the care of the nail is actually very, very, very important.
Very important.
The fact that your nails have to be very clean, because of course we know that 80% of the germs that get into our body
It's through the
go
mouth.
in through the mouth.
Yeah.
And most of them are
Carried
transmitted into to
by
the
your
mouth by your hands.
hand.
Like you willingly just give yourself these germs, or we willingly, you know, your hands are touching your face, touching your mouth. A lot of people are anxious and then they get to bite their nails. So the most important thing that you need to know is that you need to limit the contact your hand would have with your mouth. That's number one. Number two is that your hands have to be washed frequently.
Very frequently.
Very frequently, many times a day if possible, or sanitized if you don't have access to clean water and soap.
And you women keep lots of long nails. It's amazing. Even some doctors do that. It's amazing. And
and you know that when your nails are long, it's easy for germs to
hide
stay trapped
under.
in there. And although some people would justify how their nails are long, but they are, you know, excessively clean. Because, you know, some of them are just, they have this OCD where they're obsessive compulsive disorders where they just have to clean a lot. But for most people, it's very difficult to maintain nails that are actually really long.
And
so it's advised that you keep your nails short and clean.
And if you want to be a stylist and a fashionista, keep it long and very clean. Clean under. Now, some people have brittle nails. Some people have very brittle nails.
Weak nails. Their nails just keep growing
and and breaking. And when we come back, we will teach you how to keep your nails firm. We'll be right back. You're back to the Body and Soul Show. Now, I always say you can follow us on Twitter at @CoolTVBodyandSoul and Facebook, Instagram at CoolTVNigeria, #BodyandSoul. Now, we're talking about brittle nails and how it is important that you know how to maintain brittle nails.
Yes.
Now, I will say that it's amazing how they say when you moisturize your hand, you should moisturize
your nails
as well.
Yeah. Because they have strengthening properties. In fact, the commonest cause of hair that breaks, brittle hair, brittle nails, is dryness.
Dryness, basically, yes.
So once your hands are moisturized, you know, sometimes you would shake somebody and you would be like, what just happened here?
Yeah.
You know, so keep your hands moisturized. Some people would advise have a hand cream, you know, keep them moisturized. And then some people would say use a nail hardener.
Okay, yeah. So use
a nail hardener.
But,
so it's transparent.
But the guys use nail hardeners.
Some guys use
Is it not a bit twisted?
If it's clear and colorless, I mean, and you keep the nails
but
clean.
It shines.
You know that a lot of ladies are attracted to a man with clean toenails and clean fingernails. Okay. I know someone that would date a guy, any guy, that's like the first thing she does is she looks at his feet. And she'll tell you that his feet says a lot about his personality or his hands. So it's very important but most importantly, it's from inside out. What kind of foods are you eating?
Okay.
These are some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves. What kind of foods are you eating? So eat foods that are rich in vitamins, especially vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D. Those antioxidant vitamins, they are actually very good for your nail and the health of the nails. So these are some of the things that we need to bear in mind when we're thinking about our fingernails and thinking about that. Now, before we take our next segment, I actually realized that there are a lot of people that bite their nails. I know someone that half of her nail bed she had dug in, and half of her nail bed was gone.
Okay.
Or her nail on her nail bed
was gone because
half of her nail bed was exposed rather, because most of the nails there had gone in. How do you
now,
see that?
I think people grow with their habits. Now, kids, my little baby bites his toenail.
You have.
Sorry, my nephew. But I call my little baby.
Your nephew?
Yeah, it's my nephew. Sorry, let's not talk family. But he bites his toenail. He does do that. And if you have 40 years to bite I think there's something wrong. If you have 40 years, you're 30.
A man that bites his nails at 40
is a man that bites at 40. It's amazing.
Forever.
So and lots of worms, germs can come. Yeah, you can have lots of infections through. So I think you should pray about it. Let it go. See a pastor, see an imam. Get help with biting nails. Now, I'll end with this. Now, please make sure if you have very interesting features on your nails, so you have it's brown, it's clubbed, please see a doctor because you don't know what you can save yourself from through your nails.
You're welcome back to the Body and Soul Show. If you're just tuning in, you've missed. But like we would always say, the conversation never ends here. Follow us on our social media portals or go there right now, hit the follow button and see all of our updates on everything that we have been talking about on the show today, so that you would get equipped to live a healthier life and a very well one at the same time. Now, before we went on a break, we were talking about fingernails and health, but right now we have a new
segment
for you
called The Five.
The Five. Now, of course, you're familiar with the five. The five is where we give you 5 quick tips. So today we are going to be talking about 5 things you need to know about toilet care. Now, the first thing you need to know is that there is nothing such as a toilet infection. Yes, I said it. There is nothing such as a toilet infection.
A lot of people come and say,
a lot of ladies have blamed
the toilet.
their issues. Oh, the toilet. Oh, God, the toilet is bad.
No.
But the truth is, most of the symptoms that we generally would say is a toilet infection is actually candidiasis. Now, the second thing you need to know is that, now especially for the ladies, when you're wiping after you've defecated in toilet, you wipe from front to back.
Yeah.
Because the distance between the female urethra and the vagina and the anus
are very close.
They are all so close. It's just like there's a road and they're just bus stops that are not so far from each other. So when you wipe from back to front, you take fecal material and you take it from behind and take it all up through the vagina to the urethra. And because the urethra is actually really short, the bacteria there from the fecal material ascends and then causes urinary tract infection.
So different things.
So you want to stay away from wiping from back to front. The correct way to use the toilet is to wipe from back to front.
Now,
from front to back.
Now, I don't know if it's number 3, but I'll say it. I think some people flush their menstrual pad. I think it's wrong.
Flush it down.
The drain. I think you should bin
wrap it and wrap it.
So number 3,
and dispose of it.
Yeah. Properly, because you don't want to block.
Doing that continuously, and sometimes you go to and you wonder if these people, how would they care for their water closet systems at home? So the most important thing you need to know is that you could dispose of it properly, so that you do not block
the flow,
WC system.
The flow.
And then number 4 is that you really do not need to use those feminine, what they call them, feminine genital solutions that you use. You really do not need them. Water is okay. A lot of people douche. They want to, we need to clean.
Inside,
the place has to smell like perfume.
And
the truth is,
there are killing organisms that help fight.
There are organisms that are there, and that's not their normal commensal, and they actually help to protect. And I would always say it's just like having a security guard, and you take them away, you're like, no, they're dirty, take them away. You're going to leave the place exposed. Yeah. So douching and using feminine wipes and all of that is a no-no. Clean water is fine. The smell that is there is the normal smell that God created
for the place.
So just let it
and be. Number 5 is for the guys. Please, when you urinate, open your hand. Raise it.
Do you know this has caused a lot of homes to break up?
Just raise it, guys.
Like, why messing up the whole place?
Just raise it. Don't understand? Don't splash around. No. So raise it. So that's the 5 toilets
tips that you need to know about toilet care. Now, it's been a wonderful
Good show. Lovely show.
We have talked about so much on the show. Of course, you have given us news parody. This is not the news. And I'm sure our viewers are really smart. I mean, we have a lot of intellectuals out there. You are the intellectual that we are here for. And you know not to believe him. Or you know how to put the 2 and 2 together to get the actual message that he's trying to pass across. And of course, we've talked about toilet care, fingernails and health. We've talked about Rhinorrhea. It's been an amazing show. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. Of course, you know that you can follow the conversation to catch up. If there was a point you probably, and we actually often add more to our social media pages than what we talk about.
Informed.
I mean, 30 minutes is such a short time to
keep you guys,
give you everything that you need. So quickly go there on Twitter at CoolTV Body and Soul, and on Facebook and Instagram at CoolTV Nigeria with the hashtag Body and Soul, and everything would be at your fingertips. Thank you so much. Till we see you next time. Do have a wonderful day.